What's up, guys? Got a bunch of requests from you guys just about time efficiency, time management. So today's video is all about how to make the best use of your time, how to ultimately ensure that you can get the most bang for your buck. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. How to become a time efficient ninja. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Back on the small screen. I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry about that. But today I'm going to talk about something I'm immensely passionate about, and that is how to use your time appropriately. Before I start, obviously you have to start everything with a disclosure. Everything I talk about today is based on my experience. It's not fact, and by no means is it me telling you I know all the answers. I really don't, and I'm just sharing with you what I've done in the past. And today I'm going to share with you 3 main tips, and all of them are going to be tangible. I know many of the things online sometimes don't necessarily give you the best way to act or how to implement being productive. They don't always tell you exactly how to go about it, but everything I tell you today, you can actually go and implement right away, and I promise you it will help. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I want to start by introducing the concept of hidden time. Hidden time is time that you have, but you don't realize you have it. Because I know a lot of students I meet are always like, I literally have no time. I'm doing too much. There's literally no way I can do this. Okay, but I want to show you that you really do have time. Okay, because I don't believe it when someone tells me I literally have no time, unless they're amazing at time management. Because now look, let me give you this example, right? Let's say you're a student. You take 4 classes a day, right? As a college student, you take 4 classes a day. On top of that, let's just assume you have at least 4 other commitments throughout the day that are nearby. So you not only have 4 classes, but 4 other commitments, whether that be clubs, extracurriculars, volunteering, whatever, right? And now let's assume that each of these commitments requires about a 10-minute transit time, okay? Because for me in college, as I went from one class to another class, it would take often 10 minutes. As I went from one class to like a volunteering activity, I'd take up maybe 10 minutes. And now that means that I have those 10 minutes between classes where I'm usually doing nothing. At least for me, for a while, I was actually doing very little. All I was doing was walking, listening to music, and all of that, right? And now, if you do the math for this, if you just eyeball it, that's a total of about 80 minutes per day where you're literally just walking, not doing much. And that is hidden time because you could be using that time to get a lot of done. That's almost 6 hours a week extra that you could be using to study. And believe it or not, in college, when I realized this, I started implementing it and I was able to study more. So let me now show you how I use that time, how I use this aspect of hidden time to increase productivity. Specifically, we're going to talk about 3 tips that entirely focus on capitalizing on hidden time, okay? First of all I'm going to say is you need to want to be more productive for any of these tips to work. They will not work if you don't want them to work. So please, please, please put the effort in and I guarantee you will be rewarded, okay? So tip number 1, make flashcards. Many of you are in pre-med courses. Flashcards are great for pre-med courses, okay? And all of you have phones, so you can use Quizlet or Anki. Both of those are great flashcard apps. And I encourage you to make flashcards for all of your classes to study. And if you want to know how to make great flashcards, I will definitely link you to my Quizlet below. You can see some of the flashcards I've made, but I used to make tons of flashcards when I was an undergrad. Once you make those flashcards, you can use these apps on your phone. So believe it or not, one of the best ways to do this, best ways to use this hidden time is to make flashcards at home and access them while you're walking, while you're stuck on the bus, while you're going to volunteering. And now you can use those 6 extra hours a week to literally be studying, which is fantastic news, right? If you really want to go above and beyond, you can also use your phone to record lectures. And I kid you not that I did actually do this in undergrad. I used to record lectures and play them back. And instead of listening to music, I'd be listening to lectures while I'm walking to class, walking back from class. And that would be a really great way to reinforce a lot of the concepts that you have already been exposed to. So that's tip number 1, make flashcards and make good use of your smartphone. Don't always listen to music, all right? Tip number 2, Bluetooth speakers. If you don't know what a Bluetooth speaker is, it is a speaker that connects to your phone without an actual cord. That's about as much as I know. Okay, it looks like what's shown to you on the screen. And now with my Bluetooth speaker, what this means is I can press play on my iPod and it'll play whatever I'm listening to on a Bluetooth speaker. Why is this important? Well, this is important because walking to class is just one example of hidden/dead time. Some other examples of hidden/dead time literally include washing the dishes, showering, changing clothes, folding laundry, all of that. When you're doing those things, you literally are doing nothing else, right? That is hidden time that you could be using. So one of the ways I like to use this time is while I'm doing something like this, like folding the laundry, I actually put whatever I'm listening to on my Bluetooth speaker and kind of listen to that while I'm like doing my thing. And the good part about this is you can replay lectures, you can play YouTube videos that are related to your topic of interest, you can do anything. And I kid you not, every morning when I wake up, first thing I do is I usually like brush my teeth and then I go shower. And while I'm showering, I play 2 news podcasts on the speaker and listen to them at 1.5 speed, and just to get like, oh, this is what's happening in the world today. And that's a really great way for me to at least be like, oh, cool, I showered and now I already know what's happening around the world. So just my 2 cents there, right? Tip 2.5 that I'm also going to include in the description below is, aside from watching videos on YouTube, I know you guys can speed up these videos because YouTube added that add-on, but sometimes there are videos on websites aside from YouTube that you should also be speeding up. Sometimes like videos that are 15 minutes can be pretty long, and you can actually speed them up. So I actually have this add-on that will allow you to speed up any video up to like 3x, okay? I usually listen to my lectures for med school around like 2.2 to 2.5x, especially if it's the second time I'm going through them. But just so you know, this add-on will work for sites aside from YouTube, and that's really great because look, if you were ever on like, look, this is just a trailer I saw today, this big cats thing, and it showed up on my computer. And because I have this add-on, which I will link below, I can literally speed it up and just be like, oh, cool, a trailer. And that way, even when I'm distracted, I'm at least optimizing the amount of distraction I have. I'm being distracted for a lesser amount of time because I'll speed it up. Okay, so just again, my 2 cents. You might think these are really small things, but they actually add up so much. They add up so much to impact your life. So make sure you take this seriously. All right, tip 3 is Parkinson's law. And shout out to one of my best classmates here. He's the one who told me about this. But I actually have been doing this on my own. He's just the one who told me, oh, dude, this is called Parkinson's law. But the point is, you need to time yourself when you're getting things done. So like, you may realize that, oh, this essay is due in 5 days, and it would take you 5 days to finish that essay. But if you told yourself this essay is due tomorrow, you'd be surprised by how easily you would be able to finish that essay by tomorrow. The point in Parkinson's law is basically the amount of time you give yourself to finish a task is the amount of time it will take you to complete that task. It sounds intuitive, but there's much more behind this. And the reason there's much more behind this is because when you give yourself a deadline, you're more apt to meet the deadline. Like today, I'm giving myself a certain amount of time to get this video out. And that's why I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. All right. Another thing I usually also do is after I shower at nighttime, I give myself 30 minutes to usually take care of my physical therapy, do some push-ups, take care of my workout for the day. And by doing all of that in 30 minutes, I literally like take my iPhone and I start the timer and I put it in front of me as I'm listening to something, obviously, and then I get through everything done in 30 minutes, and I'm like, I need to be done by 30 minutes. And as a runner, this is really good for me because I'm used to trying to meet goals, and so 30 minutes is great. So next time you're trying to do a task, say, okay, I'm going to study for 30 minutes. Start the timer on your phone for 30 minutes, and for 30 minutes you will be studying. Or maybe you want to say, by 30 minutes, I want to finish chapter 4, and that's your goal. You either got to speed up, slow down, figure it out, but you got 30 minutes to do it. Make it happen. All right? So these are just some of the few tips I have learned have helped me manage my time. By no means am I good at it. I'm actually really crappy at it. But every day I learn a bit more. I like being productive, and I hope this gave you some insight into how you can be more productive. So if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with a new video hopefully soon. But until then, peace!